The draft room just got a whole lot busier. The New York Giants are making waves as they double down on their future strategy right before the big event in Pittsburgh. Head coach John Harbaugh is at the center of this rebuild, with the front office putting in record-breaking hours to ensure every single pick hits the mark.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
A massive trade has just shaken up the league. The New York Giants have officially parted ways with star-nose tackle Dexter Lawrence, sending the powerhouse defender to the Cincinnati Bengals in a blockbuster move. This high-stakes deal lands the Giants a premium draft asset, completely changing the landscape for the team moving forward. With the dust settling on the Dexter Lawrence trade, the Giants are now sitting on two massive opportunities. Holding both the 5th and 10th overall picks, the organization is looking to replace a cornerstone presence while injecting elite talent into their roster. Adam Schefter confirms the Giants are now armed and dangerous for a pivotal draft night. The draft board is shifting, and all eyes are on how this new capital will boost quarterback Jaxson Dart. Sources suggest the Giants are heavily scouting top-tier talent like wide receiver Jordyn Tyson to provide a new weapon for their young signal caller. Will this aggressive strategy lead to a turnaround in New York? Stay locked in for more updates and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification turned on to never miss a beat. Ever wonder what happens when a team decides to hit the reset button on their entire defensive identity? The New York Giants just pulled off a shocker by trading Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals, and the ripple effects are already being felt all the way to the draft board. This isn't just a roster move, it's a massive power play. By acquiring an extra first-round pick, Joe Scone is loading up, and he's not doing it alone. Scone has been vocal about his deep respect for John Harbaugh's legendary work ethic, flat out admitting that Harbaugh does more draft prep than any coach he's ever worked with. It's that kind of obsession with detail that makes you realize why the Giants are looking to set a new standard. Think about it. When you have an industry veteran with nearly 2 decades of winning DNA, you don't just draft players, you execute a vision. With the 5th and 10th overall picks, the pressure is on. They have a gaping hole to fill in the trenches now that Lawrence is gone, and they need to decide if they want a game-changing edge rusher or if they'll pivot to adding an elite playmaker to save their struggling offense. It's a delicate balancing act between rebuilding the soul of their front seven and giving their young quarterback a legitimate weapon. Under Harbaugh's guidance, expect a calculated, aggressive draft day that leaves nothing to chance. We are witnessing the dawn of a new era in New York, and frankly, they don't have room for a single wasted pick. What do you think? Should the Giants go all in on defense or secure a superstar for the backfield? Let me know your draft day predictions in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with every move, and remember, in the NFL, the games are played on Sundays, but the championships are won in the draft room. Stop everything you are doing, because the NFL draft landscape just shifted in a massive way. We are looking at a bona fide blockbuster. The New York Giants have pulled the trigger, sending their defensive anchor, Dexter Lawrence, to the Cincinnati Bengals. In return, the G-men are stacking up assets, landing the 10th overall pick in the 2026 draft. This is huge news coming straight from ESPN's Adam Schefter. Think about what this means for New York. They now walk into this Thursday's draft holding both the 5th and the 10th overall picks. It's a bold, aggressive strategy for John Harbaugh's first year at the helm. It's almost a sense of déjà vu, taking us back to 2022 when the Giants last held 2 top 10 spots. But let's look under the hood. Why would they trade a 3-time Pro Bowler? The writing was on the wall for weeks. Lawrence, who inked that massive $90 million deal back in 2023, felt his value wasn't being reflected in recent contract talks. Despite Harbaugh calling him a big, active stone in the middle of his defense just months ago, the bridge was clearly burned. It's a tough blow for a franchise that needs stability. And let's be honest, Lawrence isn't coming off his best year. 2025 was statistically his quietest season yet. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what he needs to reignite that elite fire, or maybe the Giants are just cleaning house to build their own vision from the ground up. What do you think? Did the Giants give up too much, or is this the masterstroke they need to rebuild? Smash that like button, subscribe for more updates as this draft drama unfolds, and let me know your take in the comments below. Sometimes, in the NFL, you have to break your foundation to build a skyscraper. Stop the presses because we just got hit with a true blockbuster right before the draft. Just when we thought we had the NFL landscape figured out, news broke Saturday night that the New York Giants are shipping their defensive anchor, Dexter Lawrence, to the Cincinnati Bengals. In exchange, New York is picking up the 10th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Think about the audacity of this move. The Giants already own the 5th overall pick, and now they are going into Thursday night with 2 top 10 selections. It is a massive shakeup for new head coach John Harbaugh in his very first draft at the helm. But let's be real, this trade didn't come out of thin air. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that Lawrence had been pushing for a new deal, feeling his contract didn't reflect his massive impact over the last 3 years. Despite a $90 million extension signed back in 2023, the two sides hit a wall in negotiations. It is a tough pill to swallow for Giants fans who remember Harbaugh calling Lawrence a middle stone of the defense, the guy you build everything around. Now, that stone is gone. And let's look at the context. While Lawrence is an undeniable talent and a perennial Pro Bowler, he is coming off a 2025 season where his production dipped to career lows across the board. Maybe the Giants are betting that the draft capital is worth more than the aging, disgruntled star. Is this a genius move to reset the roster, or are they losing the heart of their defense for nothing? We will find out soon enough. What do you think? Did the Giants win this trade, or did they just give up their best defender for a pair of dice rolls? Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for live draft coverage, and stay tuned, because this draft week is just getting started. Is the end of an era the start of a dynasty? The New York Giants just shook up the NFL landscape by trading away a franchise icon, and the ripples are already being felt in a massive way. For nearly a decade, Dexter Lawrence wasn't just a part of the Giants' defense, he was the foundation. But when contract negotiations hit a wall and Lawrence demanded a trade, New York had to make a cold, calculated business decision. Enter the Cincinnati Bengals, who offered a package that Joe Scone simply couldn't refuse, the 10th overall pick in the 2026 draft. Let's be honest, letting go of a guy with 30.5 career sacks is a gut punch, but the Giants are playing for the future. With 3 picks inside the top 40 now in their arsenal, the G-men are looking at a total rebuild, and it's arguably the best news possible for young quarterback Jaxson Dart. Think about it, Dart has been crying out for help, specifically a WR2 to take the pressure off Malik Neighbors. The draft board is lighting up with rumors. We're hearing that head coach John Harbaugh is eyeing Ohio State standout Sonny Styles with the 5th overall pick, a guy they see as a defensive chess piece to fill that massive hole Lawrence left behind. But the real firework is at pick number 10. All signs point to Jordyn Tyson. Joe Scone literally flew out to Arizona to meet with him privately, which tells you everything you need to know about where their priorities lie. Tyson is electric, putting up over 2,200 yards and 22 touchdowns in college, and despite some injury history, his ceiling is through the roof. Now, the Browns and the Saints might try to jump in and steal him, but if the Giants land both Styles and Tyson, this trade goes from a sad goodbye to an instant upgrade. What do you think? Was trading Dexter Lawrence a stroke of genius or a gamble they'll regret for years to come? Drop your take in the comments below, hit that subscribe button to keep up with our draft coverage, and remember, in the NFL, today's toughest decision is usually tomorrow's biggest victory.